Mrs. Olasumbo Olukorede, Aniemena sent out her invitation to celebrate her 70th birthday in grand style. Many people who got the invitation knew that it is not only going to be grand because of who she is, how stylish she is, and how she has served God, lived well, take good care of her husband and her children. They knew that the event was going to be grand, big, and classy. So they join me to welcome a beautiful woman of God, a woman who loves her husband so dearly, a mother, a grandmother, Yala Lubarika. Join me today as I welcome Omo Ijebu Pataki tó jẹ́ ìyàwó ilẹ̀ Igbo nílé Onitsha. Ìfẹ́ ni o, tẹ́ bá rí pé grandma wọ́n bọ́ sí mi lẹ́nu. Grandma love her husband so dearly. There's no way you're not going to like Elder Dada Nnamdi Aniemena. He's jovial, he's kind, he's a philanthropist, he's nice. I don't want to use the phrase nice to a fault. He's a doting father to all his children. He doesn't joke with his wife. There is a lot to learn about Mrs. Deaconess Olasumbo Olukorede Aniemena's life at 70. When we came in today, we saw peace, love, and everything radiating within her. She is a woman of God, a deaconess who loves to serve God. And it's going to be an exciting moment for us because we want Deaconess to talk about her life at 70. How easy has it been being married and being an Ijebu woman, an Ijebu lady, being married for 49 years into a prominent Onitsha family. And one thing is the fact that mommy's dad happens to come from a prominent family in Ijebu Shoyin, talking about the Ali Baloguns. Why Mama, who happens to be Deaconess Olasumbo Olukorede Aniemena's mom, is from a popular family too in Ijebu. The Matesu Awerinishe. I know that you would have been conversant with that family and that popular song and drum beats. Iluyomalu Matesu Awerinishe. So how is it like being married to an Igbo man? What has sustained Mama's marriage? If she was told 10 years ago, 30 years ago that she was going to be 70, would she have believed? When I asked her this question, what she said was, because she's a woman of grace who served God, she has always knew that despite life challenges, she is going to be 70. So when we celebrate our big tomorrow as Marcelina's place in GRA Ikeja, we want Mama to lead us into our world on how she feels to be 70. Stay tuned on Abiola Orishle Events and Parties page. Mommy, congratulations to you. How do you feel being 70?
I feel great. And I feel grateful to God for bringing me this far. If it is not for God, I wouldn't know what will have been, what will have become of me. But God took me by the right hand and He was leading me on a daily basis with His mercy and with His grace. And He has never failed me in every situation of my life. So I give God all the glory. It is marvelous in my eyes, but it is the Lord's doing.
Where were you born? Ibo ni wọ́n ti bí yín. Ibo lẹ ti dàgbà. Báwo lẹ ṣe dàgbà?
I was born in Ijebu. I was raised by my mother, by my grandmother. Later, my father took me to Jos, seeing me that maybe my grandmother is spoiling me. So I went with my father to Jos for some years, school there. Then came back again to Ijebu-Ode and continued with my education in Our Lady Secondary School. I finished my education, and as God was leading me, He led me into business. God started so early with me. I worked in the bank, ACB. Immediately I finished my secondary school, I worked for some time in ACB, and that is where I met my husband. After we got married, I went into business, and God blessed me tremendously in that business.
What kind of business?
I was into textile fabrics from Zurich, Austria. I was into gold from Milan, from Rome for a long time. That was my major business for a long time. Then I went into Hong Kong doing some brocade. They used to tie adire. Initially, I was into lace.
Talking about God being kind to you early, that you started business after you left the bank, and you started going to Austria, you went into gold, and you met Daddy at ACB Bank. And
Yes. So I was in business for quite a long time, and God helped me. It was a very lucrative business, and God was on my side. Whatever I bring in to sell, within a short time. And I was in it for a long time before I now decided to come out of it. When government banned fabrics from coming into Nigeria, I still have some of my goods, maybe both on the sea or from the cargo, which were seized. And that really gave me a setback for some time. But because of God that has been with me, I've been able to buy some properties, landed properties. So when the money for the business was not enough from all the seizure from the government, I pulled my property to sell, and I was able to gather money again. I started all over again, and sometimes I went into importing shoes. After that, I now went into rice business, Nigerian rice business. For a long time, I couldn't do any business. After I went into that shoe business, somebody duped me here and there. I have some few people that were close to me, maybe who took advantage of my gentleness and duped me a lot of money. Friends here and there, but God was still on my side. So I was able to hold money together again, and I went into rice business, which is mainly Nigerian made, not anything foreign, because I don't want to have anything to do with government seizure or whatever. And God has been so faithful regarding that as well. I have my shop in Daliko Market here. In fact, the whole of this year I've not been inside that shop, and the business is going on. God brought somebody to me right inside the market the day I was looking for shop to start that business. And you don't need anybody to tell me that this is a God-sent person. No matter the quantity of the rice, when the company calls me, they are bringing the truck, I just call in. He will be the one to offload. He will be the one to give it to the people in the market. All I see is just money in my account. I will just tell him this is my price. Whatever price he is putting on for himself, I don't care. And nothing has missed since we started with that. Throughout last year, I was away in Canada, in America to see my children. He was there. From there, I transfer money to the company, they deliver, and we get it on. All I need is just alerts coming into my accounts, and nothing has made me regret the day I met him. A Muslim young man that I don't even know where he lives. All I know is he told me he lives in Ogun State. He comes to the market on a daily basis. He's the one that I don't even know many people inside that Delico market. In fact, if I go in there at any given time, I will park my car, enter my shop, under 5 minutes, I'm done. He's the one that knows all the people he distributes rice to. Whenever he calls me, he will just be telling me, Mommy, your children in the market, they are asking, hey, you and this your mommy. I don't know most of them, even if they mention their name. I don't know who they are. So that is God's doing for me. And to me, I believe God compensated me for all the,
the losses,
traitor of people I've dealt with in the past. Because I'm an open person. As you see me here, nothing is hidden. If I tell you yes, that yes is yes. Nothing can change that yes. And if I'm dealing with you, I don't look back until you prove yourself to me. And immediately I will get to know who you are. All I will do is just to put myself in check. No fights, no quarrel. I will just know the level of how I will continue with you. So that is just how life has been.
If you look outside,
on the left side, as you come inside the compound, I remember they called me. I deal with mostly two companies of the Nigerian rice. Their chairman have not met him up to today. One of the co-director was the one that came inside the market looking for a customer that they can be selling their product to. And they happened to meet me that day that I just go inside the market, that I'm not even going to spend 1 hour before I leave. And they brought the sample of the rice. I look at it, I said, let me take it home and cook. Whatever I cannot eat, I don't sell it to people. I want to see the quality of what to sell. And from there, even the young man they sent, called Babangida, I met him only that once. I may not see him on the road today and recognize who he is, but we communicate on the phone every now and then. And in between, sometimes I think I paid for some rice. They didn't deliver in time. He just called that he would like to meet me. And I even went with my husband that very day to the market. I said, this company, Family Rice, they said they want to meet me. Let's go. I met him. I was right inside the car. He met me. He just said, Mommy, let me walk you to your shop. We walked there. He saw my shop. And that was how the business started. Then all they do is they will come and deliver to me. Immediately they deliver, they want me to pay. And I will pay. And the business was cordial. A lot of other people in the market started peeping to know where the company is. From the bag, they started calling them. So they too, they started buying from them. But that doesn't disturb me from getting my own. And I remember a time after paying in, for a long time, they were not producing for whatever reason. So a lot of people in the market were fighting them, asking for their money. But me, I was never bothered because I knew nobody can get away with my money for no just reason. I've not met them physically, both their chairman. I don't even know their office.
No, but they've always been consistent.
They have their office in Kufa Abayomi in Ikoyi. I've never been there. All the markets, other people, they go there either to go and make complaint or whatever. Whatever complaint I have, I just type to them on my WhatsApp and they reply me. No problem. So I remember the money was with them for quite a long time. I think a lot of people were going to their office quarreling with them that they didn't bring their products. I never bothered. One time their chairman now called me that, "Mommy, it's true I've not met you. I still have the message on my phone. You are a real gem. We've not seen anybody that is as peaceful, as gentle as you are. Please, as soon as we are back into production, you are going to be a major distributor. Before any other person, you are going to be a priority for us." I said, "Glory be to God." Then we continue with the business. I've not met the chairman. So when I was preparing for this my birthday, I think the Babangida, one of the time I spoke to him, I said, "Babangida, I'm preparing for my 70th birthday. You people should give me my consignment early. I need money." I think he mentioned it to their chairman. The chairman too called me, "Mommy, please send us invitation. We are all coming to celebrate you." Within a short time, he sent his wife's phone number to me. The wife started communicating with me. I said, "Wow, anyway, this is the Lord's doing." When it was time, they said, "Whatever I should be, I have. I should send their own, the fila, the gele for the wife. They are all coming." Then the next thing, they sent a message to me, "Mommy, please, can we have your picture?" I sent it to them. A few weeks ago, they did the edition of the picture, sent to me. "Am I okay with the picture?" I said, "Fine." Lo and behold, this morning, they called me and they are at my gates. 500 bags of rice. That is
As souvenirs.
as souvenir. It's right there on the floor. And me, I've already even made my own souvenir of 5 kilo bag of rice, which is in my store. They now brought their own this morning. I said, this is not all about me. It's all about the God that I'm serving. So that's all.
There is a lot of lesson to learn from that short words that you said. But mommy, you're very close to your husband. How was it when you started? Ijebus, they always marry one another. So going all the way out of Ijebu-Ode and Ijebu showing and bringing a man from Onitsha, how easy was it?
That one too, funny enough, I will attribute it to God. Because when I was schooling, when I was even working, I'm not the going out type person. I'm homely. Even if I go to work, I come back. I'm always in the house. My mother will be telling me, "You can't be in the house. Go to Marina. Just go and be walking around." You know, he was afraid that will she be able to get somebody to marry when she's always
inside.
Because once I get back from work, I'm right home till the following day. My mother used to make fun of me like that. But when it was God, he brought him to my bank. I think he was just a customer in the bank. "Hello, how are you?" And that was how the whole game started. And the man was like, if not her, it can never be any other person. It has to be her, it has to be her, it has to be her. At the time, my mom got concerned that you that doesn't even go out missing with too many people. How can you now say it's an Igbo man Though my husband was born and brought up
In Lagos, he speaks
he
Yoruba.
speaks Yoruba very, very well. But at the same time, my mother was a bit afraid that you that have never traveled to anywhere or mingle with too many people, how are you going to cope? The man was just on my neck. My mother was like, even if the family come to say, okay, we want to marry, does it mean that he will go and hire an interpreter to come and be helping her to? But the man insisted, and we got on with the marriage. We had our first daughter by the grace of God, and we started life from there. But I can be 100% honest with you. Right from that onset, it was as if Satan carried his load and followed me in there. That let me see how far you go. From that onset, it was as tough. In fact, my mother wept for me in the process. And funny enough, a lot of my family, even my siblings, I have 2 seniors before me, 2 junior brothers behind me, and my large family from my father's house, from my mother's house, we are very large too. Nobody ever knew what I was going through. Nobody.
Well, your husband is a sweet person.
To the glory of God. Let's leave that there.
How easy has it been? And being you are a product of do I say you are part of intertribal marriages? If you are told to talk about it in a church or in a public place, what would you say? Or would you say that being in love with a man is enough?
Being in
And you need there be a call. Being in love.
Funny enough, I'm the kind of a people that this is my door. It's open.
We've even seen a lot of people from Onitsha.
They came as a band to come and play tomorrow. And this person that called me now too came in all the way from Onitsha, mainly because of me. If they allow every person in Onitsha, you may be surprised. I don't speak Onitsha. I don't speak the language for the years that I've been married to them. But I'm able to function among them without any problem.
Your kids speak Igbo, they speak Onitsha.
Not really.
Okay.
Not really.
But
Because
they
my
speak
husband
Yoruba.
was not speaking it at home when we were all growing up. Even Yoruba self, if you hear them saying it, you'll be laughing. You know? I was able to, God planted me in Onitsha, among Onitsha people that loved me passionately. For whatever reason, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Ma, what is the secret of a successful marriage? You've been married for 49 years. And in an institution like that, like marriage, you are someone that we can say that we can learn all it takes to be married. What are the basic secrets of a successful marriage? Is love enough?
Love is part of it. If you love your husband and your husband loves you passionately the same way, things will go better for you. Love cannot be one-sided. To me, I know I love my husband. My husband too, on a daily basis, tells me, I wish you know how much I love you. But, you know, love is in action. Love is not just what somebody says. I know there was a lot of manipulation right from onset. Lot of manipulation that I cannot even understand. I've had times in my life that I ask God, please take me home. this is too much for me. On a daily basis was all terrible things that I experienced that I cannot even place my hands on. And the so-called man, I wish you know how much I love you. But anyway, because that's not for public.
Yes, it's not for public consumption
at all.
Yes. Ma, would you have believed you would be 70? Is there any point in time that you went through a major life challenges that we can learn from?
Just like this, if there is any challenges I've ever had, as a grown-up child, I was never pinched. I was never beaten for one day. I'm like a salt. If you put me here, you go, you come back, you meet me there. So there is no occasion for anybody to scold me for anything. Whatever you need me to do, I go about doing it quietly, gently, and done. So if there is any challenges I've ever had, it was immediately I got married. And God saw me through. Honestly,
God has been faithful.
God has been too faithful and merciful.
You are a successful female entrepreneur for your age, for what you've achieved, for what God has done to you. If, as a young entrepreneur, and I come to you, what advice would you give me?
When I was in my business, I have friends. Not friends that I go in and out with. I pick my friends. I don't allow anybody to choose me as a friend. I watch you and know the kind of character you have. But sometimes, some people will come into you unexpectedly. I have few people that they only ask my address from some other people that know me in the market and came to my house. Begging, they want to go into textile business. They don't know how to go. And they've been talking to people in the market, and the only person they were pointing to that can help them and be honest with them is me. And when you come like that, you needed that help, I won't say no. I've had an occasion where I took a friend who came into my life with that request, and we were going to Austria together, coming back, doing our business. I didn't have a shop inside Mosala Sidimo.
Okay.
I have a store for wholesales where I put my things and I distribute to the people that are listed. At the time, this friend said she couldn't travel. She has IBP. They told her not to fly for now. I should please help her. She will bring money. I will do her business, do my own. By the time I come back, I do order for my fabrics. And whatever I buy for myself, I buy for her. By the time she starts selling her own, no overhead for her. She will start selling at a low price. All my customers will be complaining. The person you bought for is selling at this price.
Why is the owner higher?
They will just price and they will go to her. Don't worry, let her sell. When she finishes selling, whatever she has is not as much as my own. We will definitely sell our own. That continued. And I now remember one occasion. We were to travel. Then I was going to Hong Kong. My husband traveled. I mean, I don't like to leave my children all alone in the house. If I'm not there, it's either my mother comes around to stay with them, but not with just house help. My husband wasn't around that time, and I was already prepared to travel. I've changed money. Then the dollar was at 61 kobo to $1. So I've changed money. When my husband didn't return, I gave that my friend the money. Please, you know where I do my business in Hong Kong. Just buy from all those customers, then ship it down. She left. Our own shop in Mosalashi Jimo, every day I go in there. Then I go to Lagos Island 3 times in a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The other 2 days I stay home to look after my family. I go to our shop. Most of the time I will leave the shop locked. Where is the girl in our shop? I didn't know. At the time, my friend got back from Hong Kong with a complaint that somebody duped her. $100,000 was my money that was given to her. Not knowing that the period the shop girl was locking her shop, she was sending goods down for her girls to pick from the cargo and go and distribute to people in Dosumo. For her, I didn't know what was going on. It was when she came back with that news that she was due. She paid money to one of Lebanese man and whatever. She got back to their shop the other day. She couldn't find them again, and so on and so forth. For you to know how God fights somebody's battle, I didn't know. It was other people in the market that got wind of what happened. And without my knowledge, they trooped to our shop. That we had, you told these lies about your friend. We saw you in Hong Kong, where you were packing goods on a daily basis and sending to Lagos. So how come
You were duped.
you were saying you do? On my behalf, they locked up a shop and they said they don't want to see her anymore around in the whole of that market. That was not my making. That is God fighting on my behalf. That gave me setback that time too. But God was still on my side. I picked my pieces here and there, and I moved on with life. What I will tell anybody going into business, just be honest with God and be honest with yourself.
Be honest with God
And be honest,
with yourself.
Have the conscience that if anybody come and push you at any time to say, why did you do this? You were able to stand. Because you are on the honest truth. And make sure you have the fear of God behind you in whatever you are doing. Have it that whatever you cannot allow people to do for you, don't do it for the other person. If you are talking of love, if you love God, you will love any other woman being around you. Genuinely. Love is not a two-way side. It's either you love or you hate. So if you don't want to do with somebody, don't pretend to be a friend. Stay off. There are a lot of unfriendly friends. They will be so close to you as friends, and a lot of them you won't know that they are your enemy. Part of all that has been my experience. And at the end of the day, God exposed them. Just like that. And as soon as I get to know, I'll just withdraw back into my shell. You know, in as much as I've had some unfriendly friends in the past, God still gave me a friend who is even more closer. When the Bible says you have a friend that is more closer than even your siblings, I have one like that in my family. Funny enough, we are celebrating 70th together this month.
Wow.
I'm doing mine on the 19th. Our own is coming up on the 27th, the same July. She shared the same heart with me. When I'm crying, she's crying. When I'm laughing, she's laughing. She can't even stand a ant coming near me, closer than even all my siblings were. The little she knew about my challenges in life affected her more than it affected me. So most of the time, I don't complain. Whatever challenges I'm talking to you about, as far as marriage is concerned, even my mother didn't get to know anything. The little she got to know, I could see how troubled she was. Not to talk of my seniors or my juniors, not to talk of even any member of my family. And to them, when they see me outside, they believe I'm on top of the world. But God placed me there by His grace, without anybody knowing.
I want you to appreciate your kids. My
children have been wonderful. God made me so fruitful. Fruitful in the sense that if I should count the children God planted in my womb, maybe in this house I will have 15 children.
Wow.
Or 20 at a time. Every month I was getting pregnant.
Wow.
I don't know whether that also is good for consumption.
Wow, it's good.
I'm telling you, I was that fruitful. With coil, with any kind of anything to prevent pregnancy, I get pregnant.
Wow.
My doctor at the time said, we don't even know what to do with you anymore. Glory be to God.
Wow.
Those that are on ground, God has been faithful. Faithful, helping each and every one of them. Some of them are in Canada, some are in America. They are all married. Some are with twins children, another with another twins. They are all happy. And God helped me to raise them. I must be honest with you. God, I was a father, I was a mother in raising them. And God helped me. It cannot be me alone, but for God. So I give God all the glory.
Melvin, my name is Melvin Dada Emmanuel Nnamdi Aniemena. Married to Mrs. Olasumbo. Let me put it last month. Olasumbo. Okay, you don't need that. Okay. Married to. No, but full name is.
Yes.
Okay, married to Olasumbo Olukorede Aniemena. We've been married for a while now, for almost 46 years. Yeah, 46, going to 47 years. And God has been with us thus far. So he's been our Ebenezer. He's been so great. So he's been a good and amazing wife, a virtuous woman, who has played a big role in my life. And I'm happy after the age of 7. And I wish all the blessings of God will be strength. I wish good life, long life. Wish I good health. Pray that she will live long to see our children. Without her role in my life, probably I would have perished. But God used her to hold me. And because of that, I'm so happy sitting here. And I want her to live long too. Because each time I tell her she's going to live up to 100, she will doubt me. I said, God told me you're going to live 100. But even more than that, in good health. So what we are asking for now is vibrant health. And we will prosper. Because we've done it. I I love you so much.
Love you too.
Ẹ ṣé màá jọ rí yín pẹ́. Kò ní pa yín ẹ̀ níjọ ṣàárẹ̀. Ẹ ṣé.
What is